Hello everyone, my name is Artem Lomaz and I'm a wedding and event master of ceremonies. As a wedding and event MC, I've seen my fair share of wedding guest decorum. And I'm here to share with you today, outside of the obvious like no excessive drinking, my tips on wedding guest etiquette. One thing to consider when you're headed to a wedding as a guest is accessorizing. And accessorizing, much like decadent dessert, is best done in moderation. A wedding is certainly a perfect opportunity to take out your favorite accessories, like your favorite pocket square, your cufflinks, your bracelets, accent pieces, watches, whatever it may be. But you don't want to do it all at once. You don't want to head into that wedding reception looking like a rapper from the 80s with multiple chains and rings on every finger. You save that for my birthday. But what you don't want to do is be so opulent that you're overshadowing the wedding guests of honor. You're going to go in there to show that you're honored and happy to be there and showing up a couple of accent pieces. And you think about when you're heading out that door, the Coco Chanel quote when she said, when you're going out the door, take a quick look in the mirror and take one thing off. So remember, when you're accessorizing, accessorize in moderation. A seemingly silly and minuscule detail when it comes to wedding guest etiquette is take small bites. I know that may sound ridiculous, but if you think about it, it's very possible that as a wedding guest, by the time you get to reception, with all the preparations and all the potential travel and just everything involved that day, you may be entering reception pretty hungry. And that's all right, but nevertheless, remember, a rapidly chewing mouth is not only nutritionally unsound, it's also poor decorum and bad manners. So remember to cut up your food into small bite-sized pieces, chew thoroughly, involve yourself in conversation, of course. But remember, take small bites. When it comes to the wedding reception, one of the elements of wedding guest etiquette that gets often overlooked is how wedding guests interact with one another and the entertainment being offered. One of the best things that you can do as a wedding guest is simply to ask others to dance. Whether that's your date or potentially even a single guest, someone who didn't come with anyone, you can make the offer, and even if it's declined, the simple offer will be extremely appreciated. And to bystanders, well, that's what I believe they call swoon-worthy. So if you want to be a perfect wedding guest, one of the things to keep in mind, simply ask them to dance. At times, some of us may become a little desensitized to what an honor it truly is to be invited to a wedding. But once we know we're on the guest list and we step into the role of wedding guest and want to follow wedding guest etiquette properly, we know that it is time to prepare properly. And I would even say over-prepare. As we all know, things happen and things rip. It's always good to be prepared. Have an umbrella with you. Be ready to use it and be ready to share it. At the end of a wonderful celebration, when everyone's so happy and potentially tired, a bottle of water, a pack of almonds can't hurt. Maybe even grab your date's favorite sneakers or sandals and give them a little bit of a reprieve post-celebration from formal wear. It's always good to be properly prepared. When it comes to wedding guest etiquette, prepare properly.